to The Mark Cox Show.
Office that has 100 computers and they didn't take the time to upgrade Windows, or for some reason couldn't upgrade Windows. Let's just say the industry-specific software they use doesn't run on the new version of Windows, so they had to keep the old version of Windows. Well, then that company might be at risk to having all of their employees' work computers being taken over.
Yeah.
We saw specific problems in the UK before the weekend, like at the National Health Service. Many computers, again, not just desktop computers, but computers that are operating some important machinery for patient health, were affected and required immediate attention and really put people's lives at risk.
So, Eben, when this story first broke Friday, we had a local IT expert on, and a lot of what people were calling this was ransomware. So I guess you open up your computer and it's locked, and they're demanding cash of some sort to release that.
Yeah, it's a payment through Bitcoin. Usually it's like $300, but what's stopping them from coming back tomorrow and asking for another $300?
Yeah, that's true. So
it turns into extortion.
Is there anything pointing at who's responsible for this? Does anybody have any idea?
Nothing concrete, but we can say that the vulnerability in Microsoft Windows that's being exploited right now was detected by the NSA, and that information was stolen from NSA a while back. So it's quite possible that these hackers, or perhaps it's just one person, we don't know, is making use of that stolen information to conduct this kind of operation. What we don't know is if there is a second wave of any type that could be coming out, that some of this could be lying dormant, that perhaps people think they get it fixed, and then a week later there's another incident of something connected back to this original malware. So, a lot of this is a wait and see. For the average everyday person, if you're keeping your operating system upgraded every time they come out with a security update, a security fix, you should probably be okay from this. That's probably your best defense.
Yeah, you probably don't. In case you're that person who's always bothered by it and you just always exit out when it comes up and says update available, you shouldn't ignore those things.
Well, again, you shouldn't, and for some people, they seem like pesky things that we just rather not do. But for, again, when you have a major operation with a lot of machines, it becomes a bit difficult. You may not have the time to allow that machine or one machine or a group of machines the downtime to do the upgrade. You may not have the capital ready to upgrade the computer if it does require money being spent. Or, like I mentioned, that computer or those computers are running the specific software that you do in your industry, and you can't upgrade because the latest version of Windows doesn't support that software, or vice versa. So it leaves a wide net for these hackers to really play around in.
Well, Eben, thanks so much for the update. I appreciate it.
You got it.
All right. Eben Brown from Fox News Radio. I wanted to bring you up to date on that. So, for example, Britain got hit pretty hard by this. So their national health system, apparently 7 or 8 of some of their national health trusts, I assume those are individual facilities, are still facing serious problems as a result of this. Others are reporting problems, but not nearly as severe. It's all over the world, really. And China's had some problems with it. France and Slovenia and Germany have had some problems with it. So it shows up on your screen as a red box. It's called the WannaCry warning system. It's got a lock on it, and it just basically tells you that you're locked out of your system, and if you're going to have to pay in order to complete it. Wow. Vladimir Putin blamed the U.S. for the creation of it. That's kind of funny. That's kind of ironic. Everybody here's blaming Russia for hacking us, and Russia's blaming us for hacking the world. Because some of it was NSA hardware that was stolen.
Yeah,
apparently.
I was going to say, technically, it's our technology. It's just, I don't necessarily know that somebody from here stole it.
No, but, I guess because it got hacked to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so... Anyway, that's the latest, and hopefully you don't get affected by it. If you run Windows, whether you have Windows 10 or whatever they are, for goodness sake, run the update. It's going to take you 20 minutes maybe to get the update downloaded, and I know it slows you down a little bit, but it certainly wouldn't be worth having to deal with that. We had George Rosenthal on here Friday from ThrottleNet, who, of course, he's one of the supporters of the program, but he's also a genius when it comes to this stuff. And I wanted to pick his brain over what you can kind of do to protect yourself. Let's go to cut number 24 and listen to George's advice again.
The key thing you have is two things. Make sure you got your updates going on. Number two, make sure you have your data backed up on a regular basis throughout the day and night in the cloud somewhere, and that you're monitoring this. And if you do get caught, immediately shut down and go to your backups as fast as possible before your backups get corrupted with the ransomware.
Good Lord.
And don't pick up USB sticks from the parking
Thank you.
lot.
You know, that's something that George talked to me about when we had breakfast a while back. And he said, and he brought it up on the air again Friday, and I thought it was a great point. He said, we've run tests with people before where we'll walk into a business and sit in the waiting area and lay down a jump drive on the table between two chairs, just leave it there and then get up and leave. And within 20 minutes, somebody snagged that thing thinking they found a free jump drive, and they plug it into their computer. And people will do that and mail those